Mic check. This thing is live. I want to thank you guys for watching this series. The Underground series is growing thanks to you guys. You guys will get all the project files for free. Just go to busyworksbeats.com/betterbeatmaker. Today, we're going to focus on Blood. All right, so Blood has a song called Money and Drugs. We're going to make a remix called Money and Love. All right, so here's the sounds. So I hear a stomp, I hear sine lead, I hear pitch bends, I hear distortion. So we're gonna break this down piece by piece so that you guys can create your own style. We're not gonna just do simple remakes, but the secret to the sound, firstly, is that we're tuning it down 50 cents. Okay, so I'm gonna play a tone from my keyboard. I want you guys to hear the difference. So here's normal tuning. All right, that's a normal tuning. Now let's drop it down 50 cents and I'll show you guys how to do this in FL Studio. So let's do -50. All right, so now we're down 50 cents. So same notes, just tuned down. Okay, so to do this in FL Studio, you have to go to the plugin, go to the settings window, go to where it says pitch range, change it to 1. You have to read the values in the top left and you have to pull this down manually until it says -50. There probably is a faster way, depending on the plugins you use. He may have also used the master pitch, but for now, let's just do this technique because when you're using third-party plugins, you can't just turn down the master tuning. It won't do the same thing. All right, so here's 50 cents down, and now let's play the same scale. So now we have that haunted vampire type scale, and the scale here is F sharp minor. Here are the keys. Hold on, sorry, y'all. I'm working on 2 screens. So here are the keys. So we have F sharp. Then we have G sharp, I'll say. Okay, we have A, B, C sharp, D, E, and that gives us that haunted scale. Now when we detune it again 50 cents, that's what creates that, like, I'll say haunted sound. That gives that Dracula type vibe. All right, so first let's start off with, a handful of sounds here. So we have that. So I'll try to use as many FL Studio plugins as possible. Some stuff may just be easier in other plugins. I'm not going to lie to you guys. All right, so that, like I said before, anytime you hear a video game sound, it's either a square wave or a triangle wave. So this is a little too bitey. Okay, so let's listen to their version and see if it's bitey. Holy shit. Now in this case, it might be a saw. But let's be safe and go with the triangle. Think of a triangle as like a blunted saw. Okay, so that, to my ear, that's what it sounds like in terms of tone. Now let's listen to the characteristics of that sound. It goes like that. So to do that, we have to go to the envelope here. We're gonna go to where it says LFO for the pitch envelope. We're gonna give this a little attack, okay? Or a little amount, pardon me. And we're gonna change the speed to go faster, so let's pull this down. We can pull down the attack because we don't need that. Now let's just pull down the amount. All right, we're at 148 BPM. Again, you guys will get the project files for free. So if I ever move too fast or say something you don't understand, just go to busyworksbeats.com/betterbeatmaker. Just look for the link below. All right, so I might dial in the amounts a little bit. Let's hit Shift Q. Let's do one more thing in 3x OSC to make it not like overlap like that. We're gonna go to where it says wrench tool polyphonic. Let's go to mono mode so that it only plays one note at a time. If we overlap the notes, it will kind of slur into the next note. And let's say you have a gap here, but you want it to go all the way through. Highlight it, hit Control L. So now we have a wee 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 instead of dun dun dun. It goes wee 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 like that. So I'm pretty sure that's the main motif. And then it goes up. Dun, dun. Okay, so we're trying not to copy, but I'm trying to show you guys the principles of sound design. So here we're going up to what's called a perfect fifth. Basically, we're just going up 7 notes. So highlight your root note, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's what gives it a small change without changing the tonality, I'll say. Now we can add a little more bitiness, so we're trying to focus on the notes more than the actual tone. All right, now to get those like pitch bend sounds and truncation, we're gonna add slide notes. So let's just listen to when it slides. I'm gonna use my ear here. So okay, so let's cut off the note, because it definitely cuts off. This is called truncating the note, when it just cuts off and it leaves a gap. And here it goes dent, dent, like that. So this isn't a note here. But what we can do is add like a little detail to it. Just double click a note and add what's called a slide note. So it will slide from here to here. Now, let me, before we add slide notes, hold on. Let me just, I think they use more of like a stutter glitch plugin to do that, but we're gonna do it in the actual piano roll. So it goes dun, dun, like that. So it goes dun, dun. And this half step has that haunted vibe. Now to make it a little more linear, let's hit Alt and reset the velocities here, since I played it by hand. And ours goes dun, dun, dun. We want to have it go dun, dun, like that. So let's add this thing called portamento under the wrench tool and turn up the slide parameter, so that when notes, it goes like wee, like that. So that's what portamento does. And let's turn it up. So that pitch bend grips onto the ear a little bit more. Now they could have done it per note, but we're just going to use the overall portamento. So it goes like that. Now also they could do another technique. Instead of doing portamento over everything, they could have done a pitch bend. So let me see what that sounds like. So I'm just showing you guys different ways to do the same thing. Basically, let's double click this note, turn it into a slide note, and now A to F is going to have a longer pitch bend. And as you guys can see, it takes too long, so let's make the pitch bend faster. So they probably did this because it's more surgical in the way that they're adding the pitch bend, instead of everything going like all over the place. Okay. So that sounds a little more like probably what they did. And I want to shout out to the producer on this track, because that's why I use title, because it shows the actual credits. So the credits on, which song is this? Money and Drugs. Where are you? Okay. So the producer is Yersky, if I'm saying that right. The composer is Rami Tahami, if I'm saying that right. Jamari Spencer is a lyricist, and Cash Gott is a co-producer, and then Blood is the studio personnel. So I don't know all the roles, but those are all the people involved with this record. So shout out to you guys. All right, so let's just, again, I'm trying not to copy one-to-one, but these are techniques that you guys can learn. So here it goes. Would you like a DJ scratch? So here's this. That's basically a pitch bend down and up very fast. So I just got to see where they put them so that we can line these up. So it seems like they're doing it at the end. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it's at the end. 1, 2, 3, change. 1. All right, so we're gonna add it right here. So you guys can just double click a note, make it a slide note, do it very fast, down and then up. That creates a DJ type. Let me make sure this note's a longer. So it's like that. We have to do this. This is a little tricky, so let me figure out kind of the speed of this. Let me change my snap to grid to 1/4 beat, so we have a little bit more accuracy in terms of time. So it goes like that. Because think about a DJ scratch, you're going forward and backward. So forward would be you're going forward up in pitch, and then backward. Actually, I don't know how to quantify what I just said, so never mind. Forget my little philosophy. So there's, let me see how far of a range they have here. Hold on, guys.
Holy shit.
So it goes zick. It's a little too low. I'm gonna go extreme so my ear can really hear. So I'm just trying to figure out that perfect top note. This is close, not 100% because it gets a little heavy in the volume. So I want to see if we could do this at a lower. And also I want to see if a lower, shorter note. There we go. All right, so just short little notes. So that took a lot of like just by ear. There's no like technique. It's just understanding we're going down and then back up. And what happens if we go back down again? I'm just curious. Let me see something here. This is experimental here, so don't copy this step. I just want to see. Close, but not exactly it. They could also be using gross beat. So we're just going to do it in the piano roll, so you don't need plugins. Now the thing is, if you have a note that's long and you do this, you have to make sure the note doesn't overlap. It's kind of tricky how to set this up. Not gonna lie to you guys. All right, so you have to be conscious of the actual note lengths in between these little two slide notes. So it has to be long enough, but not too long. And then we're gonna fix the actual tone. See how it goes doo-dee, like that. So if you let the note go too long, it will ring up to the top note too much. So you just want just enough. I wonder what happens if we switch sides here. Again, this is all experimental. I just want to see the tone difference if we go down, up to down instead of down to up. Yeah, it's definitely a different thing. Okay. So that is my take on it. They probably use like gross beat or some kind of stutter tool, but we don't feel like pulling up plugins yet. So we're gonna do this. Now let's work on the tone. Theirs does seem a little more saw sounding. You know, that's the tone. So let's find that tone. So it's definitely a saw. It's just a little bit blunted of a saw. So let's hit Control L, and let's see if there. Oh, actually, there's a built-in filter inside of the 3X OSC, so we don't need to go to a. But this is bright, so what we're gonna do is just lower this low pass filter here. So that will shave off some of those harmonics to make it less bitey.
Holy shit.
All right, so let's see. Pretty close. Again, we're not trying to copy. Now, if you guys want to make this more unique, you could add another voice in here. I would probably add another saw, zero coarse, and then fine tune it just a little bit. But that gives you more of a phasey, coursey. So for this one, we're not going like Reese bass or nothing like that. So I'll just leave that preset for you guys if you guys do want to turn that on. All right. What else is in this track here? Let's see. So the bass goes wah, 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 wah. All right, let's open up a 3X OSC. Let's see if we can do this all with 3X OSC. We might be able to get away with this. I don't know. All right, so let's turn oscillator 2 and 3 off, and we're gonna keep the first thing on a sine wave. Just pull the coarse pitch down so you play what are called sub frequencies. For the longest time, I didn't know what sub meant, probably because my headphones couldn't hear it. But a sub frequency is like really low frequencies below 100 hertz. That's called the sub frequency. It's really built to just be the sturdiness of a song. It's not meant to be like audible as much. So let's just hear the notes they use so we could follow their starting point. So it's bum, 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 bum. Very haunted. So let's see if we can match those notes. Dun. So it's F sharp is the root note. And let's go up an octave. If you can't hear bass, try to, produce up an octave, and you can always pull it back down. So it goes dun, boom, bum, 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 bum. So we're doing octave here. And okay, so I taught this in a lesson before. When for bass lines, you're for bass lines, you are usually using the root note, which is F sharp, and then what's called the perfect fifth, which is 7 notes up from here. So count up 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, boom, perfect fifth. And you can use a sharp tonic, meaning a note just above this, or a sharp fifth, just a note above that, and then the octave, which is the root note up an octave. So these notes always work together. So that seems like their approach here. Now it's just a matter of timing. All right, so we're just gonna repeat this bass. And it sounds like their bass is sliding a little bit like portamento slide.
Holy shit.
So da, da, da. All right, so let's drop this down, control down. So first thing we need to do is go to the wrench tool to turn on what's called monophonic. We don't want the notes to overlap because in bass notes, it'll just sound crumbly. Like we don't want to hear that. So let's hit mono. Now we can only play one note at a time. So by default, when you turn up mono, it has a slide amount. Let's turn this up. So it goes one, like it does it slower instead of one, bom, bom. It goes one, like that. Now their bass has some kind of distortion on it, and I'm sure they added distortion to the entire track.
Holy shit.
Now let's try to get some of the melody tones in the back, and then we'll go to the drums.
Holy shit.
There's like a wham, like there's like this pit. There's like a sine sweep. So it goes wheel, 1, 2, 3, wheel, 1, 2, 3, wheel, like that. So let's just add a 3x OSC and see if we can add a sine wave. We're gonna go to where it says monophonic, turn that on to control L. So 1, 2, 3, wheel. Let me get the timing right. It's a syncopated note, so let me just count. 1, 2, 3, wheel, 1, 2, 3, wheel, 1, 2, 3, wheel. Let's add the note in. 1, 2, 3, win. So it goes da-da, like that. So we're going to double click on this landing note, the destination note, make it a little bit smaller. We could even change our snap to grid to 1/4 beat so you can really get in there. And we're going from E to this note, the root note. And we just have to make sure the timing is right. So it goes da-da, like that. Pretty simple sine wave, nothing too wild. Let's change the snap to grid to 1/2 beat. Let's just turn this down. So I have to see what octave that bass is in. I think the bass is in a lower octave than ours, so let's go back to the bass. And remember, we need to set the tuning, which I forgot to do. Let's pull this down 50 cents. I might as well just right click, copy that value. And so this is the one thing we tend to forget because we get so used to having everything at 440 hertz tuning. Let's drop this bass down one more octave. Never mind, you can't even hear it down here. All right, so now we have most of the melodic stuff. I'm just keeping my ear out for more stuff.
Holy shit.
Just like this wow sound in the back. It's very subtle. Let me go to the end of the song here, see if we get. Now, a lot of the sound you guys are hearing is actually the vocal. So if I have time, I'll do a vocal. I can't promise you guys that. But a lot of it is the vocal running through a phaser. I'm trying to hear the actual. So a lot of this is filtering. So I just hear vocals as the new. I think the wow that I'm hearing is the distortion. All right, so let's identify some of the rhythm here. There's a stomp that goes like whoosh, like that. Now in another video, I basically had all the stomps laid out. We're just gonna type in the word stomp and have FL try to find all the stomps. Oh man, that was the one. That was the one right there. Where'd it go? Darn, now I gotta go through all these stomps. Let me see the characteristics on his stomp.
Holy shit.
It goes. It sounds like a like. Could be this one. Since I have so many stomps, y'all, we just have to choose one. I can sit here and go through every stomp, but I'll just load up some stomps for you guys. And if you check out, what do you call it? The what is that genre called? Jersey Club. If you look up Jersey Club kits, a lot of them have stomps in there. So again, this stomp could be from anywhere. Could be that one. I think it's this one, but it's hard to tell. Let me see.
Holy shit.
Never mind. It goes doom. So 1, 2, 3, doom. It puts it on the syncopated note. So 1, 2, 3, doom. Like I said, it could be any stomp. I don't know exactly which sample they're using. 1, 2, 3, doom. Doubt it's that one, but. We're just gonna choose one because we don't have time to be sitting here going through stomps. All right, let's highlight these, send them to the mixer just so you guys have those. So 1, 2, 3, stomp. 1, 2, 3, stomp. 1, 2, 3, stomp. So let's add this in. So it's on a syncopated note. I like this one, it's a little bit lighter. Spread this out. All right, now we got to figure out what clap they use and which kick or hi-hats. So the hi-hat's very subtle. It's like, it's very tucked in the back. I'm actually surprised how like quiet it is. We're going to use the Metro Boomin kit because in the Metro Boomin kit from Lunch 77, which is on our Discord, discord.gg/busyworksbeats, we have the Lunch 77 provided the Metro Boomin drums, and there's one in here that's very like shiny metallic. This one here. And I'm pretty sure people are using this because it's softer. It like has the metallic tone, but it's not a metallic dissonance on it, if that makes sense. All right, and then what other clap and snare do they have? So it's a, and then, they have a ghost snare. I swear there was a snare roll in here somewhere. I don't know why I thought there was a snare roll, but we're basically going to use the Roland TR-808 clap. I'm just going to give you guys the project files. It's this clap. Okay, so we're going to do 1, 2, clap, 1, 2, 3, clap. Let's put this on the 3 and the 7 count. Turn your metronome on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, just to get started, and then we'll add ghost notes. Start turning stuff down. All right, so now we got to go in and just add more bounce. So it goes doom, doom, doom. This is called 3-0, doom, 3-0. Okay, but we're not doing the O at the end, so boom. So normally it'd be 3CO like this. We're just taking out the third hit. I think for mine, I'm going to leave that third hit in just to teach you guys 3CO. Now I'm trying to hear if they have a kick. It's kind of hard to tell because it's crunched. I think they're using the... I think they're using the stomp as the kick. So in that case, we need a little more low end. Let's do our original. I like the original. I'm just gonna layer it with the kick. Just gonna turn the kick down. So that's just gonna give it that bass. And it's hard to hear the hi-hats because everything's distorted. So let's. So it goes dun. Something like that. All right, that has a bounce to it. Right now there's a wah, wah, wah sound, so let's figure out if we could use that sine wave. So let's use the bass sine wave, and let's. So it sounds crazy because I've overdubbed that, and what we're gonna do is just clone this, hit Control L, send it to a different mixer channel. We're gonna hit Shift Q to quantize this. Again, if I move too fast, no worries, just go to busyworksbeats.com/better-beatmaker. So here we have just a simple sine lead in the back. Now I gotta figure out why. Oh, duh. There we go. Now I wonder if they have that wee sound going when that happens. Okay, so I think we need a different tone because the ear is confusing the sine sweep with this sound. So let's do more of a sawtooth. Let's add that filter. Let's also pitch down our samples, 50 cents. Just want to see what it does. So it feels like everything was pitched down. Right now let's arrange this a little bit. Right now this sounds whatever, but we have to run it through the distortion. So I wait till the end because I like to hear what's happening first before I just start slamming everything with distortion. I might even add a freestyle little vocal idea. Now because we're gonna add a vocal, we can see how much room the vocal takes up. Alright, so here in the middle, this is where the snares come in. Coming around here, so it goes do, 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 like that. So I'm just gonna add little snares here and there. Again, that's probably a secondary thing. They probably didn't do that. I don't know how they produced the record, so I don't want to put words in their mouth. But this usually happens when you have a vocal to work around. So let's add this little snare roll snare. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's just 6 notes at the end here. So let's add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and just add it at the end of something. Let's add a little bounce on the clap. And then we can also mess with the velocity on the clap. So it's more of a ghost. Now we're not gonna do this every single time, so let's make that clap unique. Let's group these together and take out that first thing. So basically it's gonna change up over time. All right, let's go in and record in the key of F sharp minor. Let me set up my auto-tune real quick. Auto-tune, where are you? Auto-tune Pro. All right, we're gonna set the retune speed all the way up. We're gonna go to the settings, turn the low latency mode on, and we're gonna go to key, F sharp, scale, minor, and that should be all we need. And I'll add effects as we go, but I like to record through a noise gate for the background noise. Let's go to vocal all around. This is just for the recording. We're gonna add the gate first, then auto-tune. Then I'm gonna add another plugin called Pro C2. I really like this for recording vocals. Let's go to vocal. And we could turn it down to make it like push up more, but I just keep it at the normal setting. Let me turn on my preamp. So the vocal chain I'm going through is a Neumann U87. I'm using what are called GIK Acoustics portable isolation booths. I have 2 of them set up, no roof on it. And then going into a Neumann U87, that's gonna go into what's called an Avalon 737 into the Universal Apollo X8. Okay, so that's the signal flow, and then it goes through these plugins. All right, so I'm sure you could do this with a smaller setup. You don't need this big of a setup. But we're gonna wait for the mic to kick on, and then we're gonna add the effects after I record. Okay, so let's see if the mic sounds good. Check. All right, so the mic sounds good. Now let's just try different melodic ideas, and then I'll show you guys different creative mixing things we could do to it. Oh, you know what? Almost forgot. So we need to tune this down 50 cents. So let's go to detune. And because it doesn't give us 50 cents as the hertz value, we need to figure out what the hertz value is. So the hertz value is 427. So let's pull this down to 427.47. So 427.47, 427.5. Let's just say 427.5. All right, so you need to set your auto tune that way as well. Check. Okay, there we go. All right, so what we're gonna do is just select a little area to loop, and then we're gonna do what's called punch-in recordings. So I'm gonna loop it. I'm gonna say something, skip a bar or 2, say something, skip a bar, and then when it loops back around, I'll say the in-between stuff that we didn't record. Hopefully that makes sense. Check.
I tell you little boys what the fuck they gonna do about it. Ride with some I got in the Bugatti. I tell you little boys what the fuck they gonna do about it. Ride with some I got in the Bugatti. Hide in planes, I hide in Dubai.
Wait.
Ride with some I got in the Bugatti. Hide in planes, I'm hiding Dubai. I tell you little boys what the fuck they gonna do about it. Nothing, cause these niggas stuntin', they stuntin' that. Ride with some I got in the Bugatti.
Oh, I got it. Here we go.
I Tell these little boys what the fuck they gon' do about it. Nothing, cause these little niggas is punani. Ride with some I got in the Bugatti. Hiding planes, I'm hiding Dubai. I tell these little boys what the fuck they gon' do about it. Nothing, cause these little niggas is punani. Tell me what you gon' do about it, do about it. Ride with some I got in the Bugatti. Hiding planes, I'm hiding Dubai. I tell these little boys what the fuck they gon' do about it. Nothing, cause these little niggas is punani. Tell me what you gon' do about it, do about it. Nothing, cause you little niggas is too lying. Ride with some I got in the Bugatti. Hiding planes, I'm hiding Dubai. What the fuck is you gon' do about it? I tell these little boys what the fuck they gon' do about it. Nothing, cause these little niggas is punani. Tell me what you gon' do about it, do about it. Nothing, cause you little niggas is too lying. Ride with some I got in the Bugatti. Hiding planes, I'm hiding Dubai. What the fuck is you gon' do about it? Nothing, cause you little niggas is punani. Tell these little boys what the fuck they gon' do about it. Nothing, cause these little niggas is punani. Tell me what you gon' do about it, do about it.
All right, so that's how I'm doing the punch in, is like, you know, skipping the bars, adding something. You guys will get the project file, so you don't have to memorize all this. But the key is to overlap your own words.
Ride with some I got in the Bugatti. Hiding planes, I'm hiding Dubai. What the fuck is you gon' do about it? Nothing, cause you little niggas is punani. Tell these little boys what the fuck they gon' do about it. Nothing, cause these little niggas is punani. Tell me what you gon' do about it, do about it. Nothing, cause you tell me what you gon' do about it, do about it. Nothing, cause you little niggas is too lying.
So let me see the, oh, let me add the hook. Let's add the hook in here. So it's money and love. We're gonna change the words from money and drugs to money and love.
Tell me what you gon' do about it, do about it. Nothing, cause you little niggas is too lying.
Check.
Cause you little niggas is too lying. I turn that hate to love. Money and love, money and love. I turn that hate to love. Love is a drug, love is a drug. I turn that hate to love. Money and love, money and love. I turn that hate to love. Cause love is a drug, love is a drug. Cause you little niggas is too lying. I turn that hate to.
Let's do ad-libs. We're gonna do ad-libs.
Cause you little niggas is too lying. I turn that hate to love. What you gon' do about it? Money and love, money and love. I turn that hate to love. What you gon' do about it? Love is a drug, love is a drug. I turn that hate to love. What you gon' do about it? Money and love, money and love. I turn that hate to love. What you gon' do about it? Love is a drug, love is a drug. Cause you little niggas is too lying. I turn that hate to love. What you gon' do about it? Money and love, money and love. I turn that hate to love. What you gon' do about it? Love is a drug, love is a drug. I turn that hate to love. Money and love, money and love. I turn that hate to love. Love is a drug, love is a drug. Cause you.
All right, so for the ad-libs, we gotta separate all this stuff because it can't go on the same track. So let's hit Control L. Let's double click on the audio, hit Control L. We're gonna save the same chain. So I'm gonna right click here, go to File, Save Mixer State As. And we're just gonna save these like this. Boom, so it has the same chain.
Cause you little niggas is too lying. I turn that hate to love. What you gon' do about it? Money and love, money and love. I turn that hate to love. What you gon' do about it? Love is a drug, love is a drug. I turn that hate to love. Money and love, money and love. I turn that hate to love. Cause love is a drug, love is a drug. Cause you little niggas is too lying. I turn that hate to love. Money and love, money and love. I turn that hate to love. Love is a drug, love is a drug. I turn that hate to love. Money and love, money and love. I turn that hate to love. Cause love is a drug, love is a drug. Ride with some I got in the Bugatti. Hiding planes, I'm hiding Dubai. What the fuck is you gon' do about it? Nothing, cause you little niggas is punani. Tell these little boys what the fuck they gon' do about it. Nothing, cause these little niggas is punani. Tell me what you gon' do about it, do about it. Nothing, cause you little niggas is too lying. I turn that hate to love. Money and love, money and love. I turn that hate to love. Love is a drug, love is a drug. I turn that hate to love. Money and love, money and love. I turn that hate to love.
All right, now let's add the distortion in here.
Ride with some I got in the Bugatti. Hiding planes, I'm hiding Dubai. What the fuck is you gon' do about it? Nothing, cause you little niggas is punani. Tell these little boys what the fuck they gon' do about it. Nothing, cause these little niggas is punani. Tell me what you gon' do about it, do about it. Nothing, cause you little niggas is too lying. I turn that hate to love. Money and love, money and love. I turn that hate to love. Love is a drug, love is a drug. I turn that hate to love. Money and love, money and love. I turn that hate to love. Cause love is a drug, love is a drug.
Check. All right, let's see if there's any other elements outside of distortion. There's like a tss, tss sound in there, so let's see if we can add a crash in here. Again, we're not trying to copy one-to-one. It sounds like this kind of crash, just without the reverb. So that's what I hear, at least. So so it's gonna follow that kick. Let's go to this. Let's turn it down though.
I with some I got in the Bugatti, hiding planes, I'm I with some I got in the Bugatti, hiding planes, I'm hiding Dubai. Yeah, the fuck is you gon' do about it? Nothing cause you little niggas is punani. Tell these little boys what the fuck they gon' do about it? Nothing cause these little niggas is punani. Tell me what you gon' do about it, do about it? Nothing cause you little niggas is too lying. I turn that hate to love, money and love, money and love. I turn that hate to love, love is a drug, love is a drug.
All right, now we gotta figure out how to mix the vocal in with the.
I with some I got in the Bugatti, hiding planes, I'm hiding.
So let me see if their vocals distorted. It's hard to tell if the vocal's going through the same mixing as the beat, but we're gonna assume it is, and if it isn't, then we'll just remove it and do something different. So I'm routing everything to the beat mix, and let me switch my headphones here. Now their vocal, you know, their vocal goes up in pitch, but I'm just using my own voice here so you guys can see.
I with some I got in the Bugatti, hiding planes, I'm hiding Dubai. Yeah, the fuck is you gon' do about it? Nothing cause you little niggas is punani. Tell these little boys what the fuck they gon' do about it? Nothing cause these little niggas is punani. Tell me what you gon' do about it, do about it? Nothing cause you little niggas is too lying. I turn that hate to love, money and love, money and love. I turn that hate to love, love is a drug, love is a drug. I turn that hate to love, money and love, money and love.
All right, now let's add the plug-in here. I think they use a specific one called Macity for if it gets too aggressive though, we're gonna use a different plugin, but let's try this. It's CPU heavy, so you gotta be careful with this one. Let's turn the output down first.
I with some I got in the Bugatti, hiding planes, I'm hiding Dubai. Yeah, the fuck is you gon' do about it? Nothing cause you little niggas is punani. Tell these little boys what the fuck they gon' do about it? Nothing cause these little niggas is punani. Tell me what you gon' do about it, do about it? Nothing cause you little niggas is too lying. I turn that hate to love, money and love, money and love. I turn that hate to love, love is a drug, love is a drug. I turn that hate to love.
This is way too aggressive, so this is not the tone we're going for. Let's try the fruity, where is it at? Wave shaper. And if this doesn't give us the tone, we're gonna use a different.
I with some I got in the Bugatti, hiding.
And most people don't know this is, you can do a bipolar mode. So when you do this, you can also do a different shape down here. So we can right click here and select different curvatures.
I with some I got in the Bugatti, hiding planes, I'm hiding Dubai. Yeah, the fuck is you gon' do about it? Nothing cause you little niggas is punani. Tell these little boys what the fuck they gon' do about it? Nothing.
So we're on, what is this? We're on double curve and just turn the node up.
I with some.
And then we could do an opposite.
I with some I got in the Bugatti, hiding planes, I'm hiding Dubai. Yeah, the fuck is you gon' do about it? Nothing cause you.
So for a dirtier sound, pull this up. For a cleaner sound, pull it down.
I with some I got in the Bugatti, hiding planes, I'm hiding Dubai. Yeah, the fuck is you gon' do about it? Nothing cause you little niggas is punani. Tell these little boys what the fuck they gon' do about it? Nothing cause these little niggas is punani. Tell me what you gon' do about it, do about it? Nothing cause you little niggas is too lying. I turn that hate to love, money and love, money and love. I turn that hate to love, love is a drug, love is a drug. I turn that hate to love.
It still sounds clean, even though it's like distorted.
I with some I got in the Bugatti, hiding planes, I'm hiding Dubai.
I think we need to drive the bass into it, so let's add a parametric EQ too and artificially boost the bass going in. So let's just.
I with some I got in the Bugatti, hiding planes, I'm hiding Dubai. Yeah, the fuck is you gon' do about it? Nothing cause you little niggas is punani. Tell these little boys what the fuck they gon' do about it? Nothing cause these little niggas is punani. Tell me what you gon' do about it, do about it? Nothing cause you little niggas is too lying. I turn that hate to love, money and love, money and love. I turn that hate to love, love is a drug, love is a drug. I turn that hate to love, money and love, money and love. I turn that hate to love is a drug, love is a drug.
Let's try different curvatures here. So I like that curve, but let's.
I with some I got in the Bugatti, hiding planes, I'm hiding Dubai. Yeah, the fuck is you gon' do?
So I think this gives us more of the double curve 3 gives us more of that triode Ripley type sound.
I with some I got in the Bugatti, hiding planes, I'm hiding Dubai. Yeah, the fuck is you gon' do about it? Nothing cause you little niggas is punani. Tell these little boys what the fuck they gon' do about it? Nothing cause these little niggas is punani. Tell me what you gon' do about it, do about it? Nothing cause you little niggas is too lying. I turn that hate to love, money and love.
So again, my vocals are very deep compared to theirs, so you're gonna get a different mix here. The sounds we could add is chorus. We could add micro shift. Hopefully this doesn't crash FL Studio. And we could add chorus, micro shift, and any kind of phasery thing.
I with some I got in the Bugatti, hiding planes, I'm hiding Dubai. Yeah, the fuck is you gon' do about it? Nothing cause you little niggas is punani. Tell these little boys what the fuck they gon' do about it? Nothing cause these little niggas is punani. Tell me what you gon' do about it, do about it? Nothing cause you little niggas is too lying. I turn that hate to love, money and love, money and love. I turn that hate to love.
So I'm gonna separate the vocals from the beat because it's just distorting the vocals a little too much. So let's do this. We're gonna route everything over to here. My mouse is like tripping y'all, so I gotta plug it in soon. All right, and then we gotta do. Let's just see. Let's route the vocals here. So for the main thing, you know, the effect is chorus delay. And I'm even gonna add like a vocoder to see if that adds anything. It might not. It may or may not add a vibe. Let's do vocodex. Where is vocodex? Where are you? Vocodex. Because this doesn't require complicated setup. Actually, am I wrong? I haven't used this in so long, y'all. I forgot.
I was on my guy in the Bugatti. Hiding planes, I'm hiding Dubai.
Never mind. I don't think I'm using this right. Dang, I tried to be saucy, but that never mind. All right. So what else can we add here? Let's add the fruity. Also keep in mind, Kilohertz has some really good plugins here. Let's do the Kilohertz flanger. It's also a dope plugin, or a dope plugin suite. And then we need delay.
I was on my guy in the Bugatti. Hiding planes, I'm hiding Dubai. What the fuck is you gon' do about it? Nothing, cause you little niggas is punani. Tell little boys what the fuck they gon' do about it? Nothing, cause these.
So because I'm not in his octave range, we're just gonna have to cut the lows on my voice.
I was on my guy in the Bugatti. Hiding planes, I'm hiding.
Would not recommend mixing like this.
I was on my guy in the Bugatti. Hiding planes, I'm hiding Dubai. What the fuck is you gon' do about it? Nothing, cause you little niggas is punani. Tell little boys what the fuck they gon' do about it? Nothing, cause these little niggas is punani. Tell me what you gon' do about it, do about it. Nothing, cause you little niggas is punani. I turn that.
There's another plugin called Little Alter Boy. I don't think we need it for this, but to mess with the tuning or the pitch on the vocal. Again, the best thing to do is just record at a higher pitch. All this changing stuff you shouldn't have to do.
I was on my nothing, cause these little niggas is punani. Tell me what you gon' do about it, do about it. Nothing, cause you little niggas is punani. I turn that hate to love.
Now we just gotta crank the bass.
I was on my guy in the Bugatti. Hiding planes, I'm hiding Dubai. What the fuck is you gon' do about it? Nothing, cause you little niggas is punani. Tell little boys what the fuck they gon' do about it? Nothing, cause these little niggas is punani. Tell me what you gon' do about it, do about it. Nothing, cause you little niggas is punani. I turn that hate to love. Money and love, money and love. I turn that hate to love. Love is a drug, love is a drug. I turn that hate to love. Money and love, money and love. I turn that hate to love. Cause love is a drug, love is a drug. I was on my guy in the Bugatti.
So now I'm driving into this aggressive signal we have on the beat mix.
I was on my guy in the Bugatti. Hiding planes, I'm hiding Dubai. What the fuck is you gon' do about it? Nothing, cause you little niggas is punani. Tell these little boys what the fuck they gon' do about it? Nothing, cause these little niggas is punani. Tell me what you gon' do about it, do about it. Nothing, cause you little niggas is punani. I turn that hate to love. Money and love, money and love. I turn that hate to love. Love is a drug, love is a drug. I turn that hate to love. Money and love, money and love. I turn that hate to love. Cause love is a drug, love is a drug. I was on my guy in the Bugatti. Hiding planes, I'm hiding Dubai. What the fuck is you gon' do about it? Nothing, cause you little niggas is punani. Tell little boys what the fuck they gon' do about it? Nothing, cause these little niggas is punani. Tell me what you gon' do about it, do about it. Nothing, cause you little niggas is punani. I turn that hate to love. Money and love, money and love. I turn that hate to love. Love is a drug, love is a drug. I turn that hate to love. Money and love, money and love. I turn that hate to love. Cause love is a drug, love is a drug.
All right, so we can squash the sound even more. Let's add some more like detail. Let's go into the AI mastering tool at busyworksbeats.com/AI.
I was on my guy in the Bugatti. Hiding planes, I'm hiding Dubai. What the fuck is you gon' do about it?
Now for this one, we're gonna have to run into. Now the reason I'm doing all this routing is just for the video's sake, not because you
I was on my guy.
So we're gonna route this to the master here. With like a sub master, think of it that way, where the vocals and the beat go together.
I was on my guy.
And let's add this here.
I was on my guy in the Bugatti. Hiding planes, I'm hiding Dubai. What the fuck is you?
So firstly, we need to make sure the gain is right. So we're gonna go to the link, turn that off, turn the input down.
I was on my guy in the Bugatti. Hiding planes, I'm hiding Dubai. What the fuck is you on?
Making sure everything is routed.
What the fuck they gon' do about it? Nothing, cause these little niggas is punani. Tell me what you gon' do about it, do about it. Nothing, cause you little niggas is punani. I turn that hate to love. Money and love, money and love. I turn that hate to love.
Let's add a little reverb on that sawtooth.
I was on my guy in the Bugatti. Hiding planes, I'm hiding Dubai. What the fuck is you gon' do about it? Nothing, cause you little niggas is punani. Tell these little boys what the fuck they gon' do about it? Nothing, cause these little niggas is punani. Tell me what you gon' do about it, do about it. Nothing, cause you little niggas is punani. I turn that hate to love. Money and love.
auto master. Do a master for you guys.
Cause these little niggas is punani. Tell me what you gon' do about it, do about it. Cause you little niggas is too lame. I turn that hate.
Alright, let me make sure we have enough space. When you're mastering, you want to turn this up so the mastering tool has enough time to read the audio.
I with something I got in the Bugatti. Hiding planes, I'm hiding Dubai. What the fuck is you gon' do about it? None, cause you little niggas is punani. Tell these little boys what the fuck they gon' do about it? None, cause these little niggas is punani. Tell me what you gon' do about it, do about it. None, cause you little niggas is too lame. I with something I got in the Bugatti. Hiding planes, I'm hiding Dubai. What the fuck is you gon' do about it? None, cause you little niggas is punani. Tell these little boys what the fuck they gon' do about it? None, cause these little niggas is punani. Tell me what you gon' do about it, do about it. None, cause you little niggas is too lame. I turn that hate to love. Money ain't love, money ain't love. I turn that hate to love. Love is a drug, love is a drug. I turn that hate to love. Money ain't love, money ain't love. I turn that hate to love. Cause love is a drug, love is a drug. I with some. I with some I got in the Bugatti. Hiding place.
Alright, now we're going to distort the bass by itself, and then if that doesn't give us a tone, we're going to distort the entire beat.
I with some I got in the Bugatti.
Here we got to be careful because distortion gets very loud.
I with some I got in the Bugatti. Hiding planes, I'm hiding Dubai.
Alright, we're going to use this destructor and just go through presets. I'm not going to overthink here. We're just going to go to distortion. Gotta be really careful though. Turn the volume down. This could work.
Money ain't love, money ain't love. I turn that hate to love. Cause love is a drug, love is a drug.
It's a little bright though. So this one's on fuzzy mode.
I with something I got in the Bugatti.
So it was like this like lasery sound that we were hearing. It's kind of bright though. We could add a filter.
I with something I got in the Bugatti. Hiding planes, I'm hiding Dubai. What the fuck is you gon' do about it? None, cause you little niggas is punani. Hey little boys, what the fuck they gon' do about it? None, cause these little niggas is punani. Tell me what you gon' do about it, do about it. None, cause you little niggas is punani. I turn that hate to love. Money ain't love, money ain't love. I turn that hate to love. Love is a drug, love is a drug. I turn that hate.
Let's turn the vocals off for a second. Alright, so somehow all my stuff, I was wondering why it sounded different. Somehow my stuff got routed out of the beat mix, so I don't know how that happened. So this, I'm like wondering why stuff isn't sounding squashed. That's why. Alright, so let's move the vocal so we can visually see the vocal stuff from the beat stuff. Alright, so now we should have more distortion on the entire track. There we go. I was wondering why we didn't have that. Okay, that was just a routing error. Okay, so now we could turn this stuff down. I was wondering why I did crank the bass so loud. All right, let's fix this chain because right now it's going in crazy. All right, so I don't think we need this right now. There we go. It's that fruity wave shaper we need. This kind of asymmetric transfer curve here, and then we just got to get the levels right. I was wondering why I didn't hear anything. Okay, that explains it. I'm actually going to turn down the bass. I was doing that because we weren't hearing it, that's why. All right, so now we have this asymmetric sound. Re-level the kicks here. We're gonna boost the bass a little bit so it triggers first on the bass. I think the bass needs a little distortion by itself, but it's definitely not this preset. I think it's this one here. Alright, let's pull back some of the mix. So if you want more clarity, just pull this asymmetric curve down at the bottom. If you want more distortion, turn it up. It just makes it sound a little bit thinner though. So it's a little difficult to get these exact settings here, but now let's run into the mastering plugin. You can also use the special distortions modes down here. Sorry. So there's a lot of distortion levels in here, so let's even add a fruity soft clipper before everything just to see if that adds any type of shaper. Let's turn up the delay.
Some I got in the Bugatti. Hiding planes, I'm hiding Dubai. What the fuck is you gon' do about it? None cause you little niggas is punani. Hey little boy, what the fuck they gon' do about it? None cause these little niggas is punani. Tell me what you gon' do about it, do about it. None cause you little niggas is punani. I turn that hate to love. Money and love, money and love. I turn that hate to love. Love is a drug, love is a drug. I turn that hate to love. Money and love, money and love. I turn that hate to love. Cause love is a drug, love is a drug. Some I got in the Bugatti. Hiding planes, I'm hiding Dubai. What the fuck is you gon' do about it? None cause you little niggas is punani. Hey little boy, what the fuck they gon' do about it? None cause these little niggas is punani. Tell me what you gon' do about it, do about it. None cause you little niggas is punani. I turn that hate to love. Money and love, money and love. I turn that hate to love. Love is a drug, love is a drug. I turn that hate to love. Money and love, money and love. I turn that hate to love. Cause love is a drug, love is a drug.
right, now because we're creating our own sonics, let's just see. All right, so their bass is kind of like the modulator, so I'm going to try to make the bass the modulator.
I with some I got in the Bugatti. Hiding planes, I'm hiding Dubai. The fuck is you gon' do about it? Nothing, cause you little niggas is pulling.
So there's a feature in the mastering tool under master. We could turn on what's called the harmonic density, and basically this shifts the harmonics to create like a triode type Ripley sound.
I with some I got in the Bugatti. Hiding planes, I'm hiding Dubai.
I'll exaggerate it so you guys can hear. So then I was like that.
I with some I got in the Bugatti. Hiding planes, I'm hiding Dubai. The fuck is you gon' do about it? Nothing, cause you little niggas is punani. Tell little boys what the fuck they gon' do about it? Nothing, cause these little niggas is punani. Tell me what you gon' do about it, do about it. Nothing, cause you little niggas is punani. I turn that hate to love. Money and love, money and love. I turn that hate to love. Love is a drug, love is a drug. I turn that hate to love. Money and love, money and love. I turn that hate to love. Cause love is a drug, love is a drug. Some I got in the Bugatti. Hiding planes, I'm hiding Dubai. What the fuck is you gon' do about it? Nothing, cause you little niggas is punani. Tell these little boys what the fuck they gon' do about it? Nothing, cause these little niggas is punani. Tell me what you gon' do about it, do about it. Nothing, cause you little niggas is punani. I turn that hate to love. Money and love, money and love. I turn that hate to love. Love is a drug, love is a drug. I turn that hate to love. Money and love, money and love. I turn that hate to love. Cause love is a drug, love is a drug.
All right, let's play the track one time through. You guys will get the project files for free. Just go to busyworksbeats.com/betterbeatmaker.
I with some I got in the Bugatti. Hiding planes, I'm hiding Dubai. What the fuck is you gon' do about it? Nothing, cause you little niggas is punani. Tell little boys what the fuck they gon' do about it? Nothing, cause these little